What am I doing here, man? Hello guys. So we just rocked up, we just rigged up, and we're fishing a 12-foot medium feeder rod here on the left. We've got an old fashioned Avon rod to the right, and we're fishing in a commercial today, and as you can see, it's very weedy, and I am the only angler here. Can you believe that? So I'm the daft one. But no, there's actually 5 or 6 lakes here at this complex, and this is the one. Hello, we've just had a bite. We've just had a bite. Should we put this? Not very well, or what? A little rain. Oh, that's quite good. We're in. We're in. We're in. Weed here, so you've got to F1. All right, mate. Right. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a nice F1. Look at that. Stay there, you. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you can see him very well. That is beautiful. There he goes. Go on. Shouldn't be too bad. That's basically it. Good cast, actually. Same spot. On a roll. It's quite a weedy bottom, so you've got to be a little bit bullish with them. Yeah, he's moved out now. He's moved out. There's a lot of them here. There's a lot of them in here. They seem a bit bigger. They seem a little bit bigger. One rod is plenty to use here, really. You get exhausted with 2 rods, but I've always fished with 2 rods. So, just F1. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Perhaps they're warming up a bit. They do dig the heads down a little bit. Like these worms. Oh, isn't that a beauty? F1. That's a nice one, isn't it?
First cast. Change to the method feeder. Size 10 hook. Good deal. That's it. Right. Nice little F1 or Crucian Carp, whatever you want to call them. Beautiful.
Quite good size. Not bad fish. That's 6 with it. Where are we? We spat the hook. He spat the hook, mate. He spat it. He spat it. He spat it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There's plenty of these in here. Plenty. Good condition. It's in good condition. Oh, there's a float down here. Fall in. The F1 show. Popped off. It's gone in the weed and shook the hook. Little sod. It's just been spooled. Good fish. This is either a mirror or a common carp. Or a big tench. I just pulled the rod in. Got you round a bit.
so much weed in here on this tank. I'm not sure I can get something like this. It's a good thing. But he's just got his head in the bloody. I just said I was just setting the drag light. What I did, I cast it right. That's amazing that didn't go in that tree. I've got it right on the edge, and I've got this is a worm and a fake bait. The trouble is, when he sort of goes in the weed, that's where you can shake the hook. If you're lucky to get this, because I've been losing these other carp, I've been floating. There we go. Whether we've got off now and it's snag or what, I don't know. We're in a load of weed, good fish. Oh, I get it. Still there. Come out. This is a tench, a good tench or something. This tench have a habit of sort of burying their heads down. A bigger carp would have moved by now, surely, Christ. So you can see the big boiler there. So he's happy just to stay there. Oh, he's not budging. He's still there. Ain't gonna get this. I could snap the hook in before we get in. Right. Had a bit of a result here. That's why you didn't get away. He's away. And a bit of a result. The neck caught around his bloody tail now. God, never had that before. Nice little Mirror Carp. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Look at that. I'm guessing he's about £5, £6, something like that. Beautiful. On a fake bait. Right, let's put him back. Let's put him back. He fought like a warrior. They always do, mirrors. Always do. He's away. Like a torpedo. Like a torpedo, mate.
And he took one of these, look. Took one of these little things. They love them. Although it had a worm on it as well. Had a quite a large sort of worm on it as well. There you go. We got one on this other one.
this one then.
See? But when you're running the bigger stuff, it's like you have a few holy fuck moments.
See, even these ones have gone in the weed. Even these ones. And I've probably lost 3 or 4 of these ones in the weed, because once they find something firm, I mean, that's a nice fish. Is it? But that was probably a mirror or common carp. Got away there. Easy. Easy peasy. Be nice to get something a bit different, but see, these are nice fish. Look at them. Beautiful. These are nice fish. Size 10. Oh, put him down. She's going to drop him. Nice little one. He's away. He's away. He'll sulk away. That's what we're using. First time I've used it. Yep, it's been pretty damn good. We've had, I don't know how many F1's we've had. Probably had about 10. Probably lost 5, and we've hooked into either a common or a mirror carp. We've lost it, but I mean I've only been fishing for about 3.5, 4 hours. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And we're also using using these. Pinging a few of them in. Been pinging a few of Scopex squid. 10mm boilies in. Oh, these, sorry, 12mm. And I've been flicking in a few Robin Reds as well. Not too many of all of that stuff. More of these little ones, because you don't want to fill them up too much. And sometimes the bite has definitely gone off a little bit just now. You can sense it. But just sometimes using sweet corn as a hook bait. But I'm mainly fishing worm with a fake bait on. So if I lose my worm, I've got something else there. But the fake bait I'm using, they take that anyway. So, and I've generally, on that particular fake bait, I've had, usually get like a better carp on it as well, for some reason. So I'm pinging stuff out, but I'm not pinging a lot out. I'm being stingy. A little skimmer bream, which I've just dropped on the floor. That is a little skimmer. So, just another one there. Right. Nice size. A good bite, that one. So, we've had 3 what I call sort of common or mirror carp, so to speak. 2 I've got off. Basically, there's so much weed in here, they're just going into the weed and they're shaking the hook. But I managed to get 1. I've got 1 on tape, and we got it by keeping the rod elevated quite high and putting a lot of pressure on it. Alright, so we nearly lost it in the net in all this weed just here. So the gear I've got is not really geared up for these sort of conditions. You want some slightly heavier rods really.
But we've got what we've got. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of weed this time of year, but we're having a good session. We've had a good session, and the carp, the bigger carp, are taking the baits tight over the side, either just underneath those lilies here, or across to this island. They're just sort of tight. They're anywhere tight to that. They're picking up, and they're picking up fake baits. Would you believe? That's about the God knows how many. I didn't even know I had him on. I didn't know I had him on, mate. Crazy, man. Is it me? Or is it getting crazier out there? Don't you just love it when there's a bloody tangle? Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Oh, I love it. So you put the hook in there. He says. Alright, so it'll land up right like that. It'll fall off during the cast probably. So whenever you sort of cast into a bit of rough, it's usually where the fish are. Short, that one. It's a little bit short. Steak of ruby. Need a bit of drag before it. It isn't ideal if it's a biggie, but you need it to get the parrot out of the bloody weed this time of year. Do cast the other one because it's not having action. Got a twin one on here. Double whammy. So I might just go back to a single. Why? Because that's what they've been coming on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There you go. Just like that. And that'll land up right like that. So we're looking to get it into the rough ruby. Very rough. Have to do, won't ideal, but it will have to do. I prefer using braid for this, but they don't like braid here. I bet they don't. But there, yeah, it's good to play by the rules. Where that was yeah, it was the cast where I said, oh, that's shit. Crap cast. Just stay still, young man. Then we won't have an issue. God. So I'm having to hoik them in to get them out of the weed, you see, but then they come on the bank full of beans. There's so much weed there. They just bury their heads in the weed and they shake the hook. I've lost about 5. I've probably landed about 15. Start at 7, that's about half 1. It's like going to the gym. Look at that. Oh. Oh. Come on. Some idiot mowing the lawn. So, just debating what to do really. We're just, we keep getting a trickle of F1's. We've had 3 what I call proper sort of, decent sort of carp get hold of it. 2 have got off and we've landed 1. It's just a shame that the owners are more concerned about cutting the bloody grass than they are getting the weed out. If they just clear out the weed, like just in front of this shelf here, just here, and just out in front, just not all the way across, halfway across, just chuck out a rake one evening when there's no one here, and just claw it back in, and just chuck it over the back there, or something. I've lost 2 fish. I've lost 2 fish with this kind of gear. This is a pleasure lake, right? And I'm not going to come here with like bloody £3 test curve rods. I'm just not going to do it, okay? So you come with what you should come with, and you're losing the reason. Well, they're not huge fish. These carp are about £7, £7 or £8, something like that. But because of the weed, they'll go in the weed, and that's enough for them to shake the hook. It locks up, the rig locks up, and then they can shake the head, and there's something firm to, as well. When you've got the rod tip and there's no weed, the rod tip takes the lunges, you see, so we don't shake the hook. When he goes in the weed, it all locks up solid, and he's got something firm to shake off, close to him as well. I'm just amazed at these fisheries. I mean, this is not like a huge, this is like 1.5 acre pit. And I'm just, this is not a rent, well, I suppose it is a little bit of a rent, but it annoys me that there's some good quality, good condition fish in here, and the angler is losing them. Not because of him, but because the fishery hasn't done their due diligence, or because they just don't give a fuck. They want to take your money, they want to charge quite a high price, they want to take your money, but they don't want to have one young lad or whoever they've got working for them just to spend. It's probably take an hour just to lob out a rake on a rope, lob it out, and just pull what's out in there, and just remove what these fish are crashing into. I mean, they've made the swimlet, they've made the swim, they've done all that nice, but they haven't done the business end. I just don't make sense. If I was the owner, if I was running it, I would do things differently. But anyway, we've managed to get 1 out, and do you know how I managed to get it out? I had to hold the rod on my shoulders almost to keep the line up, with a chance of getting the fish. It's shit, mate. So with that, I'm actually going to piss off, I think, soon. I've caught probably 15 F1's, and I've caught 1 Mirror Carp. It's now about 2:30. And he's been mowing the lawns. He's come around here, he's mowed all the lawns right up here, and he's left me here in the corner. He's mowing the lawns round there this morning. I'm like, You've got to be fucking shitting me. You know, you want to take my money, but yet you want to fucking... You want to make a load of noise with your bloody lawnmower. Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. It's a weekend as well. Wouldn't you do it? Wouldn't you do it in the week when there's no one here? I just don't get it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I've had a small bream or a skimmer. I've had a mirror carp probably about £6, I'd say. And I've had probably easily had 15, maybe 18 F1 / crucian carp hybrids, whatever the hell they are. And the F1's come in easy. You can get them out. You can put a bit of pressure on them, and you can get them in, no problem. But one of the takes from the carp earlier on, literally this quiver tip rod here, this feeder rod, just literally, this is on mono as well, just went. That really did. So it's been a good day. It's been a good day. My club water it's a lot slower than this, but the fish are a lot more, there's more serious fish in there. You know, like big tench, and what carp are in there are big. You know, but I fished, I've had, this season, I've had 10 24-hour trips, of which I blanked. Can you believe that? And I've only caught fish on about 3 or 4 occasions. But these pits, there's like 6 lakes there, and the 3 of the biggest lakes, they're like 20, 30 acre pits. They're absolutely huge. And there's a lot of natural tension there, but what the carp which have been put in there, there's only like 100 carp in there, but they're all quite big carp. So, but even in a 30 acre pit, that's a lot of water. So, you know, and I haven't really been fishing for carp, mainly tench, but the tench are hit and miss, and when the weed's there, the tench are mainly just feeding on the natural baits which are in there. So tench there is very hit and miss. I mean, we're not even had a tench in here. They reckon there's tench in here, they reckon there's perch in here, and I've never caught a tench and a perch out of here. I would have thought we would have had a tench out here today, cloudy like this. I've been fishing worm baits, do you know what I'm saying? So we've had a mirror, we've had F1's, and we've had skimmer bream. There's plenty of roach rod on the surface, but you know, it's gone a bit quieter now. It's getting quite lazy addictive at the minute, but I don't know if I can be bothered to stay. We'll see.